Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I've started doing this really well. I wear a t-shirt 2 days in a row, but I don't. So I wear a t-shirt. I never wear a t-shirt 2 days in a row unless I'm literally gardening and I'm at the house. And I don't. No, even then I just wouldn't, unless it's like bleak midwinter and my body hadn't even. But I've done this. I've got into this weird habit, and I've only just noticed it, where I wash the clothes of an evening, including what I wear in the day. Like there's a very famous 80s advert where this guy takes all his kit off and throws it straight in the washing machine. And I love doing that. I love coming back from a dance thing and doing that. So I take the clothes and then, but curiously, I then select a t-shirt. And the t-shirt that I select, Isaac, is the one that I've worn the day before. Because it's like my brain is, you know, that really, really suspicious thing where people meet their long lost siblings that they don't remember or even possibly never knew. And they confuse the familiarity of nurture with like sexual attraction. It's like my brain confuses the memory of having worn that t-shirt the day before with the whole, oh, that's the one I should wear. Do you know what I mean?
It's funny.
It's really, and I've only just noticed it, and I've literally been doing it hardcore. So I'm really fucking pissed off. I'm going to tell you at speed what's just happened. Yeah, and you're going to tell me what percentage we're at with the understanding. All right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also going to have to bring that emotion back because whenever I hear your lovely voice, I chill the fuck out. It's got the anger is gone. The anger is gone. I don't like to hold on to anger, but I'm now going to have to bring that back. Emotional memory, bit of Stanislavski. Yeah. Alors effectivement, j'avais fait mon cours de danse. Alors j'étais assis, mais j'étais quand même. Enfin, le siège était un peu en arrière parce que je m'étirais. Mais j'étais loin de l'allée entre les chaises. Et il y avait un petit couple, deux Indiens, ils avaient plus ou moins 65 ans, 70 ans. Voilà, et ils étaient quand même assez. Ils étaient en retard, quoi. Donc, on a entendu la sonnerie, donc les portes se sont fermées. Et le mec, il s'était pas entièrement assis. Et voilà, le métro qui s'était arrêté avant, voilà, a commencé à partir. Et donc, avec le mouvement, il n'était pas assis, donc il a failli tomber, quoi. Et moi, j'ai mis la main comme ça, vite fait, juste pour le soutenir. Mais tu as une question d'orgueil masculin. Oui, largement. Alors, question d'orgueil, il a dit, oh non, ça va. Mais il a quand même failli tomber. Et la femme, elle a dit, merci beaucoup. Parce que la femme, elle avait reconnu le fait que parce que moi, je l'ai quand même aidé. Et lui, ouais, tu vois, ça va, mec, ça va. Donc, il voulait pas accepter le fait qu'il était un peu fragile. Alors, je comprends bien. Et justement, il y avait ce mec à côté, je pense qu'il... oui, j'ai entendu l'accent italien. Il a dit, alors toi, tu te prends pour qui? Tu vois, il faut que tu te mettes comme il faut sur le siège, machin. Parce que c'est pour ça qu'il a failli tomber. Et j'ai dit, quoi? Et c'était pas ça. Effectivement, il a failli tomber parce que voilà, c'était le mouvement du train, du métro. Et je dis, putain. Alors ce mec, il était dégueulasse, il était mal habillé, il avait une grande barbe, tu vois, il y avait des miettes de pain parce qu'il était en train de manger un pain au chocolat. Il avait 2 pizzas Dr. Oetker de merde dans un sachet, voilà quoi. Et voilà, il portait une espèce d'imperméable violet, mais vraiment crade, quoi. Il y avait des taches de craie, quelque chose, je sais pas, en blanc, quoi, tu vois, qui... Et voilà, et donc il a continué à hurler, il a continué à me critiquer, il a dit, ouais, alors toi, tu te prends pour qui? Alors tu penses que voilà, tout le monde t'écoute? Et toi, beau mec, il said handsome boy. Il a dit, et toi, beau mec, alors toi, tu te prends pour qui? Tu penses que tu es le roi du monde, le prince du monde, Et je me suis dit, putain, évidemment, il y a peut-être un problème de santé mentale, donc Luc, tu vas, laisse-le, quoi, laisse-le, tu vois, ça en vaut pas la peine. Et 3 minutes plus tard, il a continué à railler, à hurler avec son baratin, et il a dit, si j'étais en Italie, tu vois, je te foutrais en l'air, quoi. Et à ce moment-là, parce que c'était comme une menace assez violente, quoi, tu as la violence. Et moi, tu vois, c'était pour une fois, tu vois, je me suis servi de mon italien. En italien, j'ai dit, alors, déjà, écoute-moi, espèce de fils de pute. Tu fermes ta grande gueule, t'es sale, t'es crade, regarde, t'as la bouffe, effectivement, dans ta barbe. Alors, fous-moi la paix, effectivement, dégage. Arrête de me traiter d'égoïste. Alors moi, je fais du bénévolat à l'hôpital pour des enfants à Londres, donc dégage, quoi. Et il a continué à dire, en Italie, tu vois, je te foutrais en l'air. Je dis, non, 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 en Italie, tu ne vas pas me foutre en l'air parce qu'effectivement, je connais l'Italie. Et c'est pour ça que tu es en Angleterre. Parce que regarde-toi, je dis que tu es trempé de déception. Je peux même ressentir la déception de ta famille juste en te regardant. C'est pour ça que tu es à Londres. Parce que tu vois, les Italiens, ils sont très fare et belle figure. Et toi, tu es de la grosse merde. Regarde-toi. Regarde comment tu es mal habillé. Dégage-moi, fous-moi la paix. Et il est parti à Swiss Cottage et le petit couple indien, elle a dit, la femme en face de moi, elle a dit, what a strange guy. He's just such a fucking numpty. And he was just like, so what percentage comprehension wise would you say you were at?
I feel like I got the major beats of the story. There are obviously little words.
So tell me an overview what happened. Tell me an overview what happened.
So I think you're on your way. You're on the tube on your way back from a dance class. And standing, and the movement of the train meant that you knocked into a guy.
Oh no! That's what. No, so I was stretching. Alors moi je m'étirais.
M'étirer.
The movement of the train made the guy go to fall over. Because he hadn't quite got on, because they were quite late.
I see.
If you think I said sonnerie de les portes qui se sont fermées, the bell of the doors that closed, yeah?
Right.
Yeah, so they just jumped on. She was a bit more nimble than him. The Indian guy jumped on.
Yep.
And just to steady the guy, because he was kind of 65, 70, I just popped my hand out. And
I see, yes.
Sort of masculine pride, the guy went, oh, I'm fine. And I think the wife felt he was a bit rude, because she was like, she went, thank you, you know, and that was nice of you.
Yeah.
And then randomly this Italian accented guy covered all in shit and everything was just like, oh God, you know, you're so arrogant. Who do you think you are? You know, you think you've got the world at your feet. Handsome boy. I was like, I'm not a fucking handsome boy.
So funny.
It's really hard to be angry with someone that begged you a physical compliment. And then he's like, oh, you think you're this, you think you're this. I was like, okay, this is just a mental health issue. Oh, you're so selfish. I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm the world's least selfish person. That's the problem. And everybody prefers big bad wolf Luke rather than I love you to death Luke. And and then he just wouldn't shut up, and I thought, fine, whatever, you're nuts, who cares? I really don't care. But then when he started saying, oh, in Italy I'd fuck you up and all this business, I'm gonna fuck you up, and I thought and I just was just like, listen. And that was when I just went like into the Italian and was like, you know what? Look at you. You wouldn't do shit in Italy because number one, you're breaking the law. I said, and number two, even here, you're breaking the law. Like it's a Section 4 offence of like a threat for violence is also against the law. You don't even have to not hit someone. Because do you know that? Do you remember me telling you about what happened at the train station?
No.
Right, I'll make you translate this later. It's a very, very, very juicy story about what happened to me at the train station, and you're going to translate it at about 1:45, but it's a bit difficult French-wise, so we'll just warm up first. Good, yeah, so basically that was that, and I was just like, mate, fuck off, like seriously, like why, go away, like you're covered in food. Oh yeah, and the other thing was like he kept waving crumbs at me because I'd said, you're literally getting white flour all over the seats and I'm allergic. I said, so don't have a go. So this guy was like, oh, sit back on your seat properly. I was like, what? Because I was stretching. Like something about me gently, just thoracically stretching, like bothered this guy. Do you know what I mean? So,
weird.
Oh God. And then he got off and the little couple were like, oh my God, what's his problem? You know, so, but it was rather delightful to be able to go in Italian.
Yeah, that is good.
Up, down, and do you know what I mean? All this business. You know when you just make the decision, you go, no, this isn't a mental health thing. You're just a vile poop of a person that goes around. I was like, oh my God, what offends you? I mean, I was literally just sat like this on the tube, just ever so gently, just thoracic little twists like this. This Indian guy goes to fall over. I don't know what it is. It's like the fact that the woman was really lovely to me sort of bothered him or something. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Good, right. So today we have a mission. I was going to do this on the weekend, and I thought, no, I'll wait for Isaac. Alors, j'allais le faire le weekend, mais je me suis dit, tiens, non, je peux quand même attendre Isaac. Because I have some organising to do, because I have a bowl, I have like this, you know, glass bowl that's just, you know, those little knick-knacky stationary bits and stuff, do you know what I mean? You know, when you've got like a sort of multi-purpose sort of like receptacle, do you know what I mean, yeah? Or am I not making sense?
No, that makes sense.
Like with car keys, and I don't mean I'm in a keys in a bowl situation. There is one man for me. Yeah. So I thought I'd go through it and you can tell me what's in it because I thought it'd be quite interesting vocabulary. You ready?
Yeah.
Ah! My hip. Right. Said ball is here. Can we see said ball?
Yes.
Okay, so off you go to say for me. I'm going to. So Luke's going to show me several items in his bowl.
Luc va me montrer.
Smooth.
Lui, Luc va me montrer plusieurs objets dans son bol.
Good. Smooth doesn't mean fast. We could have gone slowly, but no, Luke. Do you remember what I say? Nothing can. Pardon my 80s hair. I haven't put any gel on. Luke is. So lui, Luc va me montrer plusieurs objets dans son bol. Keep the human story interest in it. Right. We're going to go from left to right. So I'll move stuff. There are some antibiotics which I didn't take just in case there was a problem with the scar after the little operation.
Il y a des antibiotiques que je n'ai pas pris juste au cas où il y aurait un problème avec la cicatrice.
Huey, Dewey, and go again. Don't let me hear Huey. Don't let me hear Donald speaking to Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Yeah.
It's nice to be articulate, but just soften the edges.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, soften the edges of it all. Just off you go.
Oui, il y a des antibiotiques que je n'ai pas pris.
Don't confuse soft with speed. I'm interested in you going soft and slowly because it's much more of a okay.
Mm-hmm. Il y a des antibiotiques que je n'ai pas pris au cas où.
Yeah, but je n'ai pas pris. Oui, alors il y a des. I need to hear ha hi ha. I need to hear ha hi ha. Oui, alors il y a des antibiotiques. You're into antibiotiques. You're quite into the consonant. You know what I mean? Yeah. Be interested in the vowel. Ouais, il y a des antibiotiques, des antibiotiques. Lovely que j'ai pas pris. Lovely, tell me where they're from.
Oui, il y a. Can you say antibiotics? Did you say?
Des antibiotiques. Ouais.
Des antibiotiques. Oui, il y a des antibiotiques que je n'ai pas pris.
Yeah, but there's no vowel. Il y a des antibiotiques. I need the hi ha from you. You're an advanced boy. Ouais, il y a des antibiotiques.
Des antibiotiques. Oui. Il y a des antibiotiques que je n'ai pas pris.
Yeah, but keep it going. Il y a des antibiotiques que j'ai pas pris. Tell me why. What's the story? What were they from?
Il y a des antibiotiques que je n'ai pas pris au cas où il y aura un problème avec la cicatrice après l'opération. Il y aurait.
Yep. Good. That can go over there. So that can go in the medical drawer. I just have a box of bits of medical stuff. Lovely. I like a sense of sculpture and organization in a garden. My mum likes it wild. So I bought these seeds for my mom, but I forgot to give her them.
Should I do the first bit as well? J'aime le son. Oui, j'aime le son de la sculpture et de l'organisation dans un jardin. Ma mère aime ça.
It's just sounding really crunchy, as are these, incidentally. I'm not interested in you. And in life, I'm very interested in you. Don't be academic. Oui, alors, moi, j'aime tout ce qui est organisé, un sens de sculpture dans un jardin. Ma mère, elle aime tout ce qui est sauvage. Oui, alors, voilà, alors on a un paquet de graines que j'étais censé lui donner, mais voilà, mais j'ai oublié de les lui donner. Be human. Yeah? Slow it down, be human. Are we going?
Oui, j'aime le sens de la sculpture et de l'organisation dans le jardin.
Sculpture. Yeah, okay.
Sculpture. Oui, j'aime le scène de la sculpture et de l'organisation dans le jardin. Ma mère le préfère sauvage. J'ai acheté des crins pour pour ma mère, mais j'ai oublié de les lui donner.
Don't reside in the throat. J'ai oublié de. Keep the word going. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Imagine a piece of music where every time anything was held longer than a crotchet, you went and pressed another. There's one note on the stave that you then played. Like imagine wherever you were, you just went da 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 G G G G G. You know, you'd be like, don't do that. Don't that with your throat. Keep the other. Think how boring that would be. Stay under the notes. Yeah. Good. So where can that go? That can go for mom actually. So that can stay there because that's my things to take with me. Lovely. What else have we got? I've stopped doing it now because there's quite a lot of sweetener. But every Tuesday before class, I used to get frozen yogurt, vegan yogurt. Okay, so nice. I've stopped doing it now because there's quite a lot of sweetener. But yeah, but every Tuesday before class, I used to get frozen yogurt.
J'ai arrêté de le faire maintenant parce qu'il y a beaucoup de sucre, mais tout le mardi.
No, sweetener.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was, so I made it up.
So say for me, how would you say artificial sugar?
Sucre artificiel.
Why are you carving out of stone, Isaac?
De sucre artificiel.
Édulcorant. Lovely. Because it's artificial. I used to say édulcorant, but it's édulcorant. Lovely. Keep going.
Mais tout le mardi.
Yeah, but can you see? We're in a cafe. We're in a French environment. Do you see what I mean? Mm-hmm. Make it socially normal. Be a lad your age. Off you go.
Et tout le mardi avant les cours, je mangeais du yaourt glacé.
Yeah, good. Yeah, lovely. Okay. Congelé would have done as well, but that's fine. Lovely. Good. Lovely. Okay. It's their sort of loyalty card.
C'est leur carte de fidélité.
Yeah, lovely. Okay. Good. So we'll make a card pile. Lovely. Nothing mysterious, a 20 euro note. Nothing mysterious, a 20 euro note.
Rien de mystérieux, un billet de 20 euros.
Rien de mystérieux, un billet de 20 euros. Now, did you hear how that was much more human because you were comfortable with the French? Yeah?
Yes.
So be human. Lovely. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Oh, yes. It's some stickers that came with my infrared machine that I use to heal my muscles. It's some, I don't quite get the purpose. It's some stickers that came with my infrared machine that I use to heal my muscles. As in, I use the machine rather than the stickers.
I'm trying to think of how to go around stickers because I don't know that word. C'est du papier fourni avec ma machine.
Forward. What's the word to glue?
To glue is coller.
Good. How do you say they attach to something?
Ils s'attachent.
Good boy. Oui, alors, espèce de petit papier qui colle, qui s'attache à quelque chose. Oh, oui. And normally in French, like as in English, somebody would go, oh, and then give you the word autocollant. Yeah, etiquette, you know, autocollant, self-stickers, yeah, okay. Good, lovely. Infrared, tell me the thing that I use to heal my muscles. Go.
I was going to guess infrarouge, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is. Oui, ce sont des autocollants fournis avec ma machine infrarouge que j'utilise pour soigner mes muscles.
No. Be above where your voice is, below where your voice is, be asked to move. Go again.
Oui, ce sont des autocollants fournis avec ma machine infrarouge que j'utilise pour soigner mes muscles.
I can't even tell you how much more pleasurable that was. Guerrier would be better, but yeah, lovely.
Guerrier.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. I don't really see the purpose of that. Like, I mean, what is the fucking... Je vois pas le but, je vois pas l'intérêt. On dit en français, je vois pas l'intérêt. No, Luke, I mean, I don't like throwing things away for the sake of it, but that is ridiculous. I mean, that can just go in the bin, isn't it? I mean, Sig likes stickers, but seriously, she's not going to want a red light. I don't want my daughter playing like a red light sticker. That's not what you want, is it? Right, so we'll make a bin pile. Good. Lovely. I've completely forgotten who this telephone number belongs to, but it's, according to the code, it's from Reading, which is where my best friend lives.
Oui, j'ai complètement oublié à qui appartient ce numéro de téléphone. From Reading. Mais c'est...
I can't hear you, need more
yeah.
honey.
I can't think of oh, okay. Mais ça vient de Reading.
Oh, appartient and vient, not appartiennent and vient.
Appartient.
Yeah, so just sort your nasals out. C'est ça, mais je sais pas, j'ai aucune idée, enfin, à qui ça appartient.
J'ai aucune idée si ça appartient.
Yeah, okay. J'ai aucune idée de à qui ça appartient. Ça fait, mais selon le code, c'est un numéro de Reading.
Selon le code, c'est un numéro de Reading.
Obviously, in the French system, 0118 rather than 0118, yeah? I must have wanted it for a reason, so let's keep it and give it. But it's not a mobile number. You know, sometimes you can just have a cheeky browse on WhatsApp and go, oh yeah, you know. Good.
Is there a reason it would be 0118 rather than 0118?
That's just how French does numbers. Yep. 01, 33, 22, that's how we do it.
Interesting.
We telephone numbers. Good. These are the goggles you're supposed to wear when you do the infrared treatment.
Ce sont les lunettes que vous êtes censé porter lorsque vous faites de traitement de l'infrarouge.
Good.
Is there a different word for goggles rather than?
No, goggles for swimming would be like, you know, lunettes de bain or something. Yeah.
Okay.
I still pay. I still pay my percentage for an equity card because it's a little bit nostalgia and it makes dance classes cheaper. I still pay my subscription, should we say, for equity card because it's a bit nostalgia and it makes dance classes cheaper.
Je paye toujours mon abonnement pour une carte d'equity parce que c'est un peu de nostalgie.
Be French.
Oui, je paye toujours mon abonnement pour une carte d'equity car c'est un peu de nostalgie et ça rend les cours de danse classique moins chers.
Lovely. I don't need this business card. It was an American woman I met when I was with Sandy, who was one of our students.
Je n'ai...
Fragile. Up you go.
Oui, je n'ai pas besoin de cette carte de visite. C'était une Américaine que j'ai rencontrée quand j'étais avec Sandy.
Good. You don't need this lovely woman. She's very much like, here's my card. I was just like, oh, lovely. I met my French friend Arthur. He's got a fabulous voice because his dad's in it, like sort of in diplomacy. So he lived in Washington, D.C. for a couple of years as a kid. So he's French, but he sounds completely American in English. And we went for cocktails. Mr. Fogg's Apothecary, which is by, Dance Works. And the bill comes in this little tin. And I said, oh my God, that's so cute. And the waitress said, do you want it? I went, well, I imagine everybody tries to steal them. She says, yeah, but you were really lovely and bothered to talk to me like a human being, so you can take it. I was like, oh, I'm flattered. Lovely. So for me, I met my French friend Arthur, who has an American accent. We went for cocktails by Bond Street. I like the tin. Tell me the story.
Oui, j'ai rencontré mon ami français Arthur.
J'ai retrouvé, and there's no need to go, Arthur. J'ai retrouvé because I already know the guy.
J'ai retrouvé Arthur qui a un accent américain et
clean up the nasals. Américain versus again.
Oui, américain.
Stop speaking to me in Klingon. Speak to me in French.
J'ai retrouvé mon ami Arthur qui a un accent américain.
Mon ami Arthur, ici with a slide. That's the point. Legato. Yeah, mon ami Arthur. Yeah, okay.
J'ai retrouvé mon ami.
No. Stop jumping. A to E. Say to me A.
E.
Lovely. Now the fact A and E together. A and E together. So A. Oui, alors j'ai retrouvé. Slide.
Oui, alors j'ai retrouvé.
No, j'ai retrouvé. Yeah.
J'ai retrouvé.
No, you think j'ai re. Like a coloratura or a soprano, what you're doing. Oui, alors j'ai retrouvé. Slide.
Oui, alors j'ai retrouvé.
Lovely. So slide all the way through. J'ai retrouvé mon ami américain Arthur qui a un accent américain. Voilà. Mon ami français Arthur qui a un accent américain. Slide.
Alors j'ai retrouvé mon ami français Arthur qui a un accent américain et nous sommes allés prendre un cocktail près de Bond Street.
Nous avons pris.
Yeah,
on a pris un cocktail près de Bond Street. Lovely. Tell me the story of the tin.
La facture est livrée dans une petite boîte de...
On nous a présenté la facture.
Et la serveuse a dit tu le veux et
she wouldn't have done because it's in business.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Tu le veux? She ain't gonna say that. La serveuse m'avait offert la boîte parce qu'elle avait dit que mon comportement était humain est ouvert. Yeah. Good. This shell, I forget which holiday it was from, but it's important for me. I've forgotten why, but it was a nice memory. So off you go. Say, this shell, I've forgotten which holiday it was from, but it's important for me.
Shell.
Coquille.
Cette coquille, j'ai oublié de quelles vacances c'était. Non, j'ai oublié de quelles vacances elle venait, mais c'est important.
J'ai oublié les vacances en question. Yeah.
J'ai oublié les vacances en question, mais c'est important pour moi.
Good. On what level? C'est d'une importance émotionnelle. Yeah.
Oui.
Okay. Yeah. C'est d'une importance nostalgique. Yeah. Okay. Good. What should we go with? Rodolphe. This is a French guy I met in Covent Garden with his mom, who lives here, who had a really interesting life here. And one of my projects for 2023 was to do a load of interviews with French people living in London. But then I realised to then use that and break it down and teach it would just be quite a lot of work, and I just prefer doing what I do. Because for me, just sitting there and going, blah, 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 I was just like, this is just like very interesting for me, and I suppose great for the advanced learners. But to then sit and go through exactly what they say bit by bit would require quite a lot of editing, because I then go, right, now listen to this, then listen to this. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So tell me about that. Tell me about the editing. Tell me about what happened. I've got his number on WhatsApp. I can now throw this piece of paper away. Yeah. So off you go.
Oui, c'est un Français que j'ai rencontré à Covent Garden.
Oh yes, sorry, yes, I apologize. Yes, because I'm thinking I know
Façon.
Rodolphe now, but yeah. Que j'ai rencontré, yeah.
Avec sa mère qui vit ici,
Avec sa mère qui, keep it all going, keep the
avec sa
concept going.
mère qui vit ici et qui a une vie vraiment intéressante ici.
No, so show me the tone of voice that he lives here rather than his mom living here.
Oh yes, I think I didn't
Do you see the
understand
tone of
that.
voice? Yeah. Oui, alors, c'est un Français que j'ai rencontré à Covent Garden avec sa mère, qui vit ici. Yeah, rather than j'ai rencontré, c'est un Français que j'ai rencontré avec sa mère à Covent Garden qui vit ici. Yeah,
Yeah.
just, it sounds, I mean, it's a completely easy trick for you in English, but can you just do that in French as well? Yeah, carry on.
Oui, c'est un Français que j'ai rencontré à Covent Garden avec sa mère. Il vit ici et a une vie vraiment intéressante ici. Un de mes projets pour cette année était de faire des interviews avec des Français vivant.
I prefer entretien, I've told you before.
Tell me it one more time. I've forgotten that.
Okay, Brittany, hit me baby one more time. Entretien. My
Entretien.
loneliness is killing me. Entretien.
Does it have a different connotation? It's just a more used
No, I
word,
just prefer it.
less English.
Yeah.
Un de mes projets pour cette année était de
I think journalistically interviews, like magazine interviews, tend to be historically a bit more interview rather than entretien. Jobs tended to be more entretien historically, but yeah. Keep going.
Oui, un de mes projets pour cette année était de faire entretien avec des Français vivant à Londres, mais j'ai réalisé que ce serait
Je me suis rendu compte, you know, I push it.
Oui, mais je me suis rendu compte que ce serait une énorme quantité de travail.
Quantité.
Quantité de travail d'édition. Is that editing?
Rédaction.
Rédaction, ok.
Good. Rédiger, rédaction.
Rédiger.
Good. What is this? I can't remember what that is, so I can't translate anything. I'm very nostalgic. Somebody gave me a voucher for my birthday, and I keep the little card.
Je suis très nostalgique. Quelqu'un m'a donné
No, not quelqu'un.
Quelqu'un.
Yeah.
Oui, je suis très nostalgique. Quelqu'un m'a donné un bon pour mon anniversaire et je garde la petite carte.
Yeah, j'ai pas jeté la petite carte.
J'ai pas jeté la petite carte.
Yeah. Bless him. I'm so stupid. My brain went, oh, what date was that? My own birthday. It was just a present from Phil, so it was important. Yeah. I've got the business card of a doctor at UCL because he was like, if ever you have any problems, you just call me personally. Because you know my urology thing, which is completely fine. It's just like, I always say I talk about men's health. I've done videos about it. You know, once a week I take a little bit of gel, put it on the end of Luke. Take a little dilate thing, go in, out, job done, and I'm fine. And I got completely messed around. Basically, I'll be completely honest. One day I went to wee. Un jour, tu vois, je fais l'épicer. And I really needed a wee. Vessie, you know, bladder, the vessie was, you know. And I was like, I'm weeing, but nothing is coming out. Il y a rien qui sort. I cannot tell you how frightening that was. Alors, j'arrive même pas à te dire comment c'était effrayant. So, I'm pretty good in a crisis. Oh yeah, yesterday I was trapped underground in the tube for an hour.
Oh no.
That was lovely.
That's no fun.
Oui, alors j'étais coincé, enfermé dans le métro hier pendant 1 heure. So, I jump in a taxi straight away. Voilà, je prends vite fait un taxi. And they're like, okay, yeah, your urethra was closed up. Well, the end, not all of it. Alors, effectivement, le bout de ton urètre, c'est fermé. So, they were like, yeah, we'll look at why in a bit, but we suspect we know why. On va regarder dans un instant. Mais so basically, they said we need to take like a sort of flexi tubey, glassy sort of bit of tubing and stick it in you forcefully. Alors on va quand même prendre une espèce de tube, un tuyau, et on va le forcer. I've since discovered, God, it's so weird. So I told loads of people, Phil, Sam, you know, and they all went, oh, like sounding. And I discovered that some people do this as an actual kick, like that's their pleasure. And I'm like, why? But I mean, now I'll be honest, it's fine, it's no problem. But when they did it originally, oh my God. And so this Irish girl, she's absolutely lovely. She was like the consultant, and she said, I'm going to have to do this. It's really going to hurt. Do you want me to anesthetize your penis? And I was like, not in any way, shape or form. Elle a dit, alors franchement, ça va faire mal. Vous voulez un peu d'analgésie pour voilà votre pénis? And I was like, no one is putting anything into my penis which is going to stop sensation. That's not going to happen. Personne va injecter quoi que ce soit qui va quand même arrêter la sensation. So she said it's really going to hurt. I went, I'm really good with pain. I've never, you know, I said just hold. I said I'm probably going to swear. I said, but could you just hold my arms? I said, because I don't want to lash out at you to try and cover. I wouldn't hit you, but I'd go to protect myself if it really hurt. I said, would you mind just asking two really strong guys just to come and hold my arms? Because joking apart, I might be slim, but I am actually kind of quite arm strong. Do you know what I mean? And stuff like I do dumbbells and stuff. I'm not what I was before Cipro, but actually this was before Cipro. This is before the Cipro. So I was crazy strong. I was like on sort of like 30 kg dumbbells and things. Oui, donc effectivement, je lui avais dit, alors je suis svelte, mais je suis très fort. Donc j'ai dit, vous pourriez quand même demander à quelqu'un de me tenir les bras parce que j'ai peur de vous faire mal, mademoiselle. And she said, yeah, that's fine. So a couple of the kind of like hospital porter, reception style staff literally held my arms down. It's quite kinky, I suppose, if you're into it. And oh my God. And then there's a catheter on the other end of it, and then fine, it was fine. Alors il y a un catheter de l'autre côté. So that's all fine. Then I had this tiny small operation, which this idiot messed up, to open it. And it was just to do with my celiac thing. It's like an autoimmune thing, because I have like a super strong immune system. Alors effectivement, c'est quelque chose à voir avec voilà, parce que je suis celiac, alors j'ai un système immunitaire très très fort. And this guy messed up this operation, and I kid you not, one day I went in under an anesthetic to go and have them put this tube in again. All of this. This is despite having like done this little operation to sort it out, which is a lot bigger. And I swear to God, this guy came up to me. I won't say his name because whatever, but he came up to me and went, "Oh hi, my name's so and so." This was in recovery. He went, "My name's so and so and so and so." Paul was his first name. He said, "I work at the this hospital." Not this hospital, but another one. He said, I'm just using this theatre today. He said, you're being messed around by this department. He said, you completely are being messed around by this department. He said, I heard you speaking to the anaesthetist before going down. You're like a really articulate person. I just can't understand that they just keep under general anaesthetic doing this to you. He's like, clearly this just isn't working. He said, you need to go and be with reconstruction, not urology. Now to say to a man that he needs to be penis-wise in a department known as reconstruction, emotional. Alors, pour dire à un mec, effectivement, il faut quand même un département pour reconstruire quelque chose. So, but they were brilliant. And this amazing, he said, you need Daniela. And I was like, who the fuck's Daniela when she's at home? He said, she's basically the penis woman. He's like, she's just this penis expert in London. And yeah, and she was like, and I saw one of her nurses and they were like, oh God, you need like this tiny product. It's completely no problem. It'll be the easiest thing in the world. You need to like do this dilate thing with this gel. And the other department hadn't even shown me. It's literally, I mean, I don't mean this at all rudely, Isaac. I've done it while teaching you. Like literally, it's just literally like a bit of, it's like a, sort of an aloe vera style thing. Yeah. A lubricant with but a bit of lidocaine on it, you know, so you can't feel anything. In, job done. Once a week, fine. In the bin. Hands washed, alcohol, fine.
Yeah.
Alors, c'est une fois par semaine. Voilà, un peu de lubrifiant avec un analgésique pour que, voilà, parce que sinon ça fait mal. Basta, quoi, fini. And I was like, oh my God, so I had an operation I didn't even need. And they were like, yes, totally. Alors, j'ai eu une opération dont j'avais même pas besoin et ils ont dit, ouais, totalement, tout à fait. But I just couldn't be asked to, by the time I'd seen them, I had the other Cipro stuff going on, and I thought I don't want to sue 2 departments. Do you know what I mean and stuff? So
that's a lot of effort.
But yeah, but I'm really not lucky when it comes to medical stuff. So yes, but men's health is really important. And they randomly ring me up and go, "Hi, it's urology at UCL. Could you tell us how fast and strong your ejaculation is out of 10, please?" I'm like, there's very few of the people who are that interested. But I did notice that was when I was like, women talk their health, men need to talk their health. So you'll be happy to know my ejaculation is strong and proud.
Good.
Thanks to that department. So good.
So glowing review.
Yeah. I'm going to give it you again at my speed in French, and you tell me what percentage we're at. Ready?
Let me zone in.
Oui, alors effectivement, une fois, j'ai eu du mal à pisser. Alors évidemment, c'était bien effrayant. J'ai commencé à paniquer, mais bizarrement, en même temps, je reste assez calme dans une crise. Alors j'ai vite fait pris un taxi. Je suis arrivé à l'hôpital. Ils ont dit, ouais, alors c'est quelque chose à voir avec ton système auto-immunitaire, parce que ton système immunitaire, parce que toi, tu as un système immunitaire qui est très fort. Donc voilà, c'était une consultante irlandaise qui a dit, d'origine irlandaise, qui a dit, ouais, alors voilà, ça va faire mal, mais je vais utiliser une espèce de tuyau pour voilà pénétrer l'urètre, pour ouvrir voilà ce qui s'était refermé. Et elle a dit, mais ça va faire mal, sinon je peux vous donner un peu d'anesthésie. J'ai dit, non, personne va faire endormir ma bille, quoi. Donc, j'ai dit, mais par contre, si je pourrais vous demander d'envoyer 2 mecs assez forts, parce que moi je suis fort, parce que j'ai peur que je vous fasse mal. Donc 2 mecs sont venus, ils m'ont tenu les bras, ça s'est vite fait passer. Et ensuite, j'ai dû refaire la même. Ensuite, j'ai eu une opération avec un idiot qui a échoué, failed. Et effectivement, j'étais au bloc in the operating theatre. Après mon opération, 2-3 fois après, parce que chaque fois, il refaisait la même chose avec ce tuyau. Et le mec, il a dit, alors, excuse-moi, mais je vous ai entendu parler, verb of perception, je vous ai entendu parler avec, I heard you, did you catch the verb of perception, yes?
Yes.
So, je vous ai entendu parler avec l'anesthésiste, et voilà, c'était oui, il a dit c'est ridicule, c'est pas nécessaire. Alors c'est pas, je comprends pas pourquoi vous avez effectivement, vous continuez à avoir ces problèmes. Sorry, anesthésiste is bothering me. Anesthésiologue. Oui, et ensuite j'ai changé de département. J'étais sous Daniela, qui était quand même la reine des bites à Londres. Et voilà, et là, tu vois, il me faut 1 fois par semaine avec un peu de vite fait, sans aucun problème. Good. Let's keep going. I think breath is really important. Look after your gums, look after your teeth, and also a bit of mint from time to time. I think breath is really important. Look after your gums, look after your teeth, and a little mint from time to time.
Je pense que la respiration est vraiment importante.
No, that's breathing. Haleine. Haleine. H-L-L-E-I-N-E? Like baleine? I think so, yeah.
Je pense que... Is it que l'haleine?
I would just say...
le souffle?
No, because if you're saying... moi, j'aime bien... je veux que mon haleine soit bien fraîche, soit bien propre, soit... Yeah, that's how I'd say it, like that. Yeah.
Like halitosis.
I've never thought about that, but that is the link. Yeah. That is the yeah, that is the link. Hang on, let me look at the etymology. You say halitosis. I've never thought of the etymology of that. Yeah, but like, you know, bonne haleine, mauvaise haleine, l'haleine, you know, whatever you're going with, you know, and then etymology. Oh, it's blow in Latin. Okay. Makes sense. I suppose you've got inhale and exhale with the HA as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
HAL. Yeah, good. So say for me, look after your gums, look after your teeth, and sometimes a little mint.
Prenez soin de vos...
Prends soin ou occupe-toi de. Occupe-toi de tes gencives, occupe-toi de tes dents. Yep.
Occupe-toi de vos gencives.
No, but if you've just given a command form which was occupe-toi, are you going to use tu-toi or vous-voir the person?
We're going to tu-toi them.
That's it. So, occupe-toi de tes gencives. Say it both ways for me. Occupe-toi de tes gencives. Occupez-vous de vos gencives.
Occupez-vous de vos Occupez-vous de vos gencives.
Occupez-vous de vos gencives. Occupez-vous
de vos gencives.
Good. Lovely.
Et aussi un peu de menthe de temps en temps.
Good. Menthe. Yeah, okay.
Menthe.
Why do I have an Under Armour? Oh yeah, you know when you wear a top and you're like, maybe I might not like this, so you keep the you keep the label. Yeah, l'étiquette. Lovely. So say for me, I love the brand Under Armour. It's great when you sweat. I love the brand Under Armour. It's great when you sweat.
J'adore la marque Under Armour. C'est génial quand tu transpires.
Good. A lot of the dancey guys sort of wear it. They've got a new store on new shop on Oxford Street. But they've got to deal with Sports Direct the way ASICS used to. So if you go through Sports Direct, you can get it like a load cheaper. It's like 44 quid if you go through them. Good. They do some quite cool colours as well, I must admit. I'm on a mission to wear more colour at the moment. Say for me, it's my mission to wear more colour.
C'est ma mission de porter beaucoup de couleurs.
More colour?
Plus couleurs.
Plus what?
Plus de couleurs.
Can we say that smoothly? Plus de couleurs?
C'est ma mission de porter plus de couleurs.
Now, you know when I bored the shit out of you about consonants, but have you noticed you've fallen over your own mouth a few times today?
Yes.
Yeah, ça fait plus de couleurs.
Plus de couleurs.
Good. This you just need to copy me. J'ai toute une collection de nouvelles cartes. J'ai toute une collection de nouvelles cartes. Like I have like a business account and personal account and one for the house and all this business. And I keep the cards here because I just prefer to use Apple Pay. But so that I don't lose them, I keep them on the paperwork here. If I went abroad again next time in a couple of weeks, whatever, I'd obviously sort it all out. But at the moment, I'm just keeping them there. Yeah, so say for me, j'ai toute une collection de cartes. J'ai toute une collection de cartes.
J'ai toute une collection de cartes.
Toute une.
J'ai toute une collection de cartes.
That's better. All right. Oh, speaking of the gel that I use, I've got two similar gel things at the moment. I've got, you know, do you know I had the composite bonding taken off? Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. So do you remember? So very quickly, I wasn't happy with them. I used to love my teeth. Alors j'adorais mes dents. I used to love them. And then just another side effect of the Cipro is they just sort of seem to be like a bit of an odd colour. Alors encore un effet secondaire de ce médicament de merde. Alors j'avais l'impression, tu vois, qu'elles étaient une couleur bizarre. So I went to go to my dentist and I said, and I go to the hygienist every 3 months. Well, every 10 weeks, not even every 12 weeks. I'm a good boy. And she said, well, you could do composite. I said, I just don't like whitening because it always really hurts. J'ai dit, j'aime pas me faire blanchir les dents parce que ça fait mal.
I didn't know it hurts.
Pardon me?
I didn't know it hurt to have whitening.
I just used to get sensitivity, but now, ironically, I don't. This is the irony. Moi, j'étais hypersensible. So she said, oh, do you know what you could do? You could just do a tiny bit of composite bonding. She said they basically just paste like a white filling over the top of the teeth, harden it, and then you literally, you don't even need to worry about it. It's like, you know, it's not like, like it's your teeth. It's just
Yeah.
got like this sort of painting over it. And I thought, oh, that's quite interesting. And je me suis dit, tiens, c'est intéressant ça. So I looked around, and because I don't like to spend money twice, I thought I'll go with somebody decent. Alors parce que j'aime pas dépenser deux fois, je pensais que j'avais choisi quelqu'un, enfin de réputable, de quelqu'un avec une bonne réputation. Because they were Harley Street and all of this business. Oh my God, they were just really big and super, super white. Alors elles étaient bien grandes et trop blanches. And I was like, I'm really not happy. And they said, just give it a couple of weeks, you'll get used to it. If you don't like it, come back. It's easy to take it off than it is to pop it on. Alors, attendez 2 semaines, c'est vachement plus facile de l'enlever que de la remettre. They went into bankruptcy. Ils sont tombés en faillite. And I was like, then trying to get the money back, which wasn't insignificant. And then I just thought, do you know what? I just want to be me again. I really, really do. It's just not me. I'm not this big, white, super Californian white mouth. So then I went to go and see these lovely people in Kent. I don't know why. I just spoke to them online and they're really lovely. Alors, je suis allé voir ces gens. Ils étaient adorables. And they said, look, these people have got a super bad reputation. They're probably going to they will have probably damaged the enamel underneath. Alors, probablement, ils ont endommagé l'émail. Say for me, enamel, l'émail.
L'émail.
Spelled like email.
Ah.
So he said, your dentine will be more obvious, so the teeth will look a little bit less white. Alors, effectivement, le dentine, ça va apparaître, ça sera plus évident, donc les dents vont paraître moins blanches. So I was a bit like, oh, for fuck's sake, these things always happen to me. So then he said, give yourself 8 weeks for your gums to heal. And my gums are now fine, because they said, even if you liked the shape, what they've done was just so bad, it was just irritating your gum. Alors, même si tu aimais bien la forme, ce qu'ils avaient fait, c'était de la grosse merde, ça irrite les gencives. So then I just had them taken off, and I was supposed to go back in and see Haroon, who's just gorgeous. I mean, we even had our coffee together the morning before they took the composite bonding off, because he was in outside the dentist early. Like, on a même pris notre café ensemble avant d'aller le faire. He's a lovely guy. And he said, just, I want you to lift the base color for me using like professional like whitening. So I've got like these perfect plastic molds, moule, les moules, which fits, which is also in old Middle French is a bit of one word for a vagina. Okay, so it's like it's like it goes into so you put that in, but then I'll be really, really honest with you. I just suddenly got, and he's like, and I will do such super fine work. He's like, I will just absolutely, like, you barely know it's on. It will just repair a little bit of what they've damaged, and it will be exactly what your teeth were before, you know. And I was just a bit like, do I want, do I want? But then I don't know what it is. So at the moment, I've just got this whole like, I don't know if I want something that's not me. Does that make sense? I just think I lost so much of me because of like you know, the Cipro. So yeah, so at the moment then, so I've got this other gel that I'm supposed to, that I do so yeah, so anyway, I have to be careful because there's 2 kit sticks of gel, one for my knob and one for my mouth. So yeah, good. So just quickly say for me, there's 2 tubes of gel. I need to be careful to not confuse them.
Il y a 2 tubes de gel.
Yeah, be soft. Come on, be soft.
Oui, il y a 2 tubes de gel et je ne dois pas le confondre.
Good. You probably recognize iPad headphones. You probably recognize iPad headphones. iPhone headphones.
Tu reconnais probablement les écouteurs de l'iPhone.
iPhone, lovely. Right. There are. Max gave me 2 £20 notes, and I was supposed to exchange them. Max gave me 2, because they're the old paper ones. Max gave me 2 £20 notes, and I was supposed to exchange them. Max
m'a donné 2 billets de 20 livres et j'étais censé les échanger.
Yeah, or les faire échanger, get them exchanged. Lovely. Composite. It's a bag for freezing meat in the freezer. But I just like it because I like it for little bits sometimes. I like little knick-knack salty things. So say for me, it's a bag for freezing meat in the freezer.
C'est un sac pour congeler la viande au congélateur.
Lovely. All right. We're getting there. A cigarette lighter. I think smoking is terrible, but it's occasionally I will do a candle. Briquet.
Briquet.
But people wouldn't say that. They just say t'as du feu.
T'as du feu.
And then you go like that. Yeah?
Un tas du feu, je pense que fumer est terrible, mais
no. As in, do you have fire? T'as du feu. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Not a pile of fire, not un tas de feu. Yeah. T'as du feu? Yeah, t'as du feu.
So can you just say un feu? Would that get across?
No, un briquet. But you'd say t'as du feu. You wouldn't say t'as un briquet, t'as du feu. Those two things.
Okay.
Not that you need to know because you're not going to smoke, are you?
No.
Smoking is wrong and stupid. Lovely. Next one. Now that's bloody useful because that'll save me always having to give my address. Holland and Barrett. I love Holland and Barrett. I've got so many friends who I know use Holland and Barrett for different things. So I've got one friend who buys so much menopause stuff there. Another friend who buys so much like CBD stuff. And whenever there's like a certain one of those thing, my mum loves the Dr. Organics rose range. So whenever any of that stuff's on, I'm always like, listen, and they're like, oh, thanks.
Did you know you get a discount if you're in the Vegan Society to Holland and Barrett? It's very big.
Yes. If buying vegan products, though.
It's anything, actually. You can buy anything. You just get a flat 10%, I think.
Interesting. But do you pay membership to be in the Vegan Society?
Yeah, but it's super cheap. It's like £1 a month or something because they're pretty desperate for members.
Interesting. Yeah.
So it might be worth
likes them, do they?
No.
I mean, they've already
quite looked down.
Whoever set that up would have just come away from a dinner party having been shunned.
Yeah. They found one other.
It's a miniature version of my Holland and Barrett card.
C'est une version miniature de.
En miniature. Lovely.
De ma carte de Holland and Barrett.
Lovely. You're going to think I'm weird, but I keep wooden forks for when I plant seeds in the garden. So I write on them what's on them.
Good idea.
The seeds are, and then stick it in the thing. So you're going to think I really dislike that thing where people take the plastic, very specific garden hate, but when some people take the seed packet and stick them in the back, in the garden outside to the seeds. It just kind of looks low rent. Okay. Have standards. So say for me, you're going to think I'm weird, but I keep little forks for when I plant, for when I sow seeds. I'm looking for the verb to sow.
So, oui, tu vas me trouver bizarre. No,
But slight, tu vas me trouver bizarre. So, oui, rather than trouver bizarre. Tu vas me trouver bizarre. The vowels are always bigger than the consonants, okay?
Oui, tu vas me trouver bizarre, mais je garde des fourchettes en bois pour quand je.
Now, pardon me talking about my man bits again, but what does a man's body produce?
Oh, I do know this word. Is it je sème?
Thank you very much.
Yes, I do know this.
Is me talking about my load? Is that what got you there?
It's a great mnemonic device.
It is, isn't it? Really? So, but what's the verb?
So to sow must just be semi.
Listen. I was just about to pop this into the group actually because I thought they might find this interesting. Semi. Oh, what did they say?
Makes sense. Semi.
Why? Semi sem. Yeah. Can you give me another verb which changes like that? Lever, lève.
Lever, lève. Yeah.
Appeler, appelle. Projeter, projette. Jeter, jette. Yeah. So people just go, oh, jeter in ballet. Jeter.
Jeter.
Yeah, okay. Je jette. Okay. Lovely. I don't have anybody till 3:30. You don't have to pay any more than 3:30, but like keep going. You say when you've got to go, but otherwise I'm fine. When my grandma died, the funeral, the undertaker did a really cool thing. There was a little card with her name, and seeds were part of the paper.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like, it was sort of like, and weirdly, Sports Direct have done the same thing.
Oh.
So 0 hours contract, massive abuse of everybody that works for them.
But they love planting seeds.
Love their Under Armour shit there. But yeah, so I've got the seeds again for mummy. Off you go. I say mum because it's like a sort of Shropshire thing, and then you presumably say mum with a U, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it sort of starts just above Oxfordshire. Yeah, I think North Oxfordshire goes into mom, because people go, are you American? Why do you say mom? I'm like, no, we say mom. I've always said mom. I was taught mom at school by local teachers. I wrote mom on the card as a 5-year-old when doing it at school. We didn't write mum, we wrote mom. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, but people are always like mommy. I'm like, no, mom. I'm like, oh, maman. Do you know what I mean? So it's like good. Lovely. So say for me, tell me the story about my grandma and the card and the paper.
Oui, quand ma grand-mère est morte, le directeur de funérailles or something a fait une chose vraiment cool.
Pompe funèbre.
Pompe funèbre.
Pompe funèbre.
Ah, what does funèbre mean by itself?
Funereal kind of thing.
Ah,
yeah?
ok. So, quand ma grand-mère est morte, le pompe funèbre a fait une chose vraiment cool. Il y avait une petite carte avec son nom, mais aussi les grains faisaient partie du papier.
Good. I'm fairly sure this. Now, do we know the word for cobblers? Not as in you're talking bollocks. It begins with a C.
Cordon
Yes.
something. Cordonnière.
That's
Cordonnier.
it. Yeah. So there's a family of cobblers in Covent Garden who have taken care of the West End's tap shoes for 4 generations.
Wow.
Isn't that cool? Off you go.
Il y a une famille de cordonniers à Covent Garden qui s'occupe des claquettes.
Qui s'est occupé, because it's a single family in the past, yes.
Qui s'est occupé des claquettes de West End depuis 4 générations.
Pendant 4 générations. Yeah, okay. Lovely. It's always useful to have a pen, but I do have a pencil case. I am very organized. It's always useful to have a pen, but I do have a pencil case.
C'est toujours utile d'avoir un stylo, mais j'ai une trousse.
Good. I've actually got about 5 pencil cases, but I'm quite good. I've got a big. Hang on, brace yourself. Are you ready for the most teacher thing you've ever seen?
Mm-hmm.
This box, the top half, the bottom half is all pens. Oh, and the top half is all cards. And I've just found a shed load of loaders. So we're going to go for cake.
Nice.
It's fabulous. Good. Oh my gosh, there's some really interesting cards. I think I did a video where I went through all the different cards that I have. Yeah, that was quite a good vocab video. Right, I'm going to take the loaders cards out. Right, that's Destiny giving me some cake. Good, keep going. I keep sentimental tickets. Yeah, I'm pathetic. I keep sentimental. I'm pathetic. I mean, I use, as you know. Oh, this is gorgeous new thing I've seen called Train Hugger, where you can book train tickets largely at the same cost, and they plant a tree. Like eventually.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. So where am I going? Waterloo to. Oh no, that's not me being sentimental. I do keep sentimental tickets, but it's when I went to see the expert for my legal case. Yeah, in Southampton. So say for me, I do keep sentimental tickets, but it's when I went to see the expert for my legal case. Off you go.
Je garde des billets sentimentaux, mais c'est quand je suis allé voir l'expert pour mon dossier juridique.
Yeah, or mon procès, fine.
Procès. How would you emphasize or translate the like? I do this, but.
C'est vrai que je.
Ah, c'est vrai que je garde des billets sentimentaux, mais.
Yeah, well, tu me connais, moi je fais. Yeah.
Makes sense.
What's this? I went to Southampton. It cost me £53.10.
My nemesis is numbers.
I know you might have noticed. That's why I'm giving it you.
Je suis allé à Southampton. Ça m'a coûté 53.
Ça m'a coûté.
Ça m'a coûté 53,10.
Yeah, but just say 53 balles.
53 balles.
Lovely. Most of them are just to where my house is. If ever you and Girlie want a weekend away, and you want to go for some really gorgeous country walks, or by yourself, I mean, I'd love to meet your other half, but like by all means, if you just fancy a weekend away, I'd quite happily speak to you in French the whole time we're there if it helped you. It's gorgeous where I live. It's like when I'm not in London, it's like a crossroads.
I've seen on.
Well, you've seen obviously when we've done classes and stuff, haven't you? But
it's
really like nice. 2 crossroads, 9 pubs, and 2 garden centres.
That's literally
all it, If ever you just fancy it, just meet me at Euston with your knapsack on your back, sort of a bit like Dick Whittington in reverse. Yeah. Like you won't be going to London to find your fortune. You'll be kind of like
escaping the fortune.
Yeah, but I think it'd be really good if ever you fancied a weekend.
Yeah, nice.
And I don't extend the offer to everybody, but because we've obviously spent a shitload of time, I've spent time in your company and it's lovely, isn't it? So, good. Keep going. Oh, I had gotten reimbursed for something. I have £31 to spend. I had gotten reimbursed for something. I have £31 to spend.
I had gotten. J'avais été remboursé.
You can, but I'm a fan of the causative reflexive.
Which would be je me suis fait rembourser.
But it's a had.
Je m'étais.
Yes.
Je m'étais fait rembourser pour quelque chose.
Lovely.
Et j'ai 31 livres à dépenser.
Go again smoothly.
Je m'étais fait rembourser pour quelque chose et j'ai 31 livres à dépenser.
Or we call it an avoir. A have. Isn't that cute?
That's nice. Right, I've got to go in 2 minutes, but I just remembered I meant to ask you something, which is that next year we've got one of our big shows is a musical that is a one-woman show set in France, and they've got a French speaker in the lead role. Nice. I don't know if she's bilingual, but she, to my ear at least, I thought she was French when she was. It's in English, but she's French accenting.
Did she maybe just bring her A game to the audition?
Well, I saw it at the Vault Festival, and then.
Pardon me interrupting. We must talk. My mate Simon went to go and see Cake yesterday, and he really enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, I was going.
I know. Yeah.
But they are looking to hire an alternate so that it's 3 shows on for each of them, 3 shows on, 3 shows off, and they don't. It would be unlikely that they find someone who is as good at a French accent in English as this woman is, who is already there. So do you want
French accent coaching?
Yeah, I was going to ask if that would be something you'd be up for.
I love doing that.
It's a bit of a weird
singing as well.
And it's fine that it's in English doing a French accent.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Cool. It lends itself so beautifully. Occasionally, if you get someone who's a little bit of the sort of Strallan family, shall we say, who who's quite Yeah. But it's really, really, really doable. It's lovely.
Amazing.
The difficulty is people always try and slur, and you don't want to be vocally slurring if you're singing. But it's very lyrical. Once you get them to be interested in the vowel, a lot of people actually find it really works quite well with their technique.
Okay.
Yeah. I've done it a lot before. I've done it with opera singers, weirdly, who've needed it for French.
Yeah.
I have weirdly done it before with somebody who wanted to do some Piaf stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So very, very specifically, she wanted to go and do a shed load of
I wonder if it's
she saw my Piaf video, not my padam. But yeah, and she was like, oh, you really seem to know a lot about this. And I was just like, yes, there's a singing background as well as the French. And she was like, I want to sound French when I sing Piaf. I was like, fine. Yeah. So yeah, I've got quite a lot of
we got a message from someone who does a Piaf cabaret. I wonder if it's the same person. She was called Susan something, I think.
What's her surname?
I think it might be Susan Black.
Oh no, this one I think was Susan Strong.
Okay.
I've worked with Susan Strong before. No, okay, cool.
Cool.
Yeah,
all right,
that's
well,
fine. I would love that, and I have done that, and I would enjoy it
amazing.
very, very
Yeah,
much.
that'd be great. I will pass that on to their production team.
Yeah. It generally helps people anyway, really, as a technique, because it just gets them super on the vowel. And you know, and you don't need to be in a lane, sort of, to be super. It might be. No. Yeah, good, brilliant.
All right, thank you very much.
Well done. Speak soon.
Bye bye.